fam, this is Big Tone coming at you from Big Tone Productions Beats and Feast. You know what time it is. It's time for another cooking video, and today we're going to continue on with my soup series. This is probably going to be, I would say it's probably my favorite soup for a couple reasons. One, I like vegetable beef, and secondly, it was one of the soups that I grew up with my mom making, and she showed me how to make this. She's since passed on. But I like this soup for that reason. And I actually did a video about this soup. One of my earlier videos with my mom doing the ultimate taste test. If you want to see that, I'll pin that somewhere up here so you can go check that out. But just sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. If you like it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, make sure you share the video. Let's get started with my mama's vegetable beef soup. Alright, supporting cast. Let's run through these real quick. My main protein is, I got some stewed beef cut up here. Back in the day, my mom would just take a roast and cut it up, but you know, now they cut them up at the store for you, so I bought that. I got some cabbage here. Probably won't use all of that. Probably about maybe half or 3/4 of it I'll probably use. I got an onion and a half cut up here, roughly cut up. I got some celery. And then I'm using just store-bought mixed vegetables here. Makes it a little easier for me. Then I got some V8 juice. I got some diced tomatoes. One of them is this Rotel diced tomatoes, and then I got some regular diced tomatoes underneath there. Beef broth. Probably 4 to 6 cups of it, depending on what it looks like. And then for spices, some oregano, bay leaves, sorry. I got some Italian seasoning, which got the oregano in it, but a little bit more of Italian flavor. Got some red pepper flakes. Not very much of this though. I don't want it to be spicy hot. And then I got some Lowry seasoning salt, and then of course some salt and some pepper. So that's all the ingredients. A little vegetable oil or olive oil, either one, to start the pressure cooker. We're doing this in the power pressure cooker. So let's get started with it. Alright, so I'm over here at the pressure cooker. Put a little bit of EVO in there. Alright, so first thing I'm going to start with in this is my meat. And I love this recipe because you can just put this in there and let it go. So I'm going to put in my meat. Move it around just a little bit in there. Alright, so we're going to season this up right away. Matter of fact, I'm going to add my onions to it real quick. And my celeries. Onion. And my celery. And the celery is roughly cut up as well. This is the one thing I love about this. You can just put the stuff in and let it go. Real simple. Alright, so we're going to hit it with quite a bit of salt. There we go. Some black pepper. You know I love my black pepper. Next I'm going to come in with a little bit of the chili powder or chili flakes. Not very much. Just a tad. Give it a little spice to it. Next we're going in with our Lowry seasoning salt. Then we're going to go in with our Italian seasoning. Hit it with a little bit of oregano. And we're going to put 2 bay leaves in this. There we go. Now how simple can that be, guys? That's very simple. So next we're going to add my 1 can of regular diced tomatoes and 1 can of my Rotel diced tomatoes. We're gonna mix this up in here a little bit. Oh, you can smell the stuff coming together now. Alright, next thing we're gonna add is some of our V8 juice. We're not gonna add it all at this point, we're just gonna add a little bit. Probably about a cup and a half. Get that down in there, just to give a little of that tomato flavoring. And now we're gonna go in with the beef broth. I'm using a part of a low sodium and part of regular beef broth, so I may need to add some salt to this after it cooks. But that was about a cup and a half of the first one, and then this is 4 cups right here. So right now this is all I'm going to put in here in the beef broth. We're going to mix this around a little bit. Now if you go back and watch my other video, I seared the meat off before I did anything. But over time you learn things, and I learned that really wasn't necessary for this recipe. But so you don't have to really sear it off. It does add maybe a little bit of difference in flavor, but in a pressure cooker you get that anyway. So that's all my seasonings, that's all my onions, celery, my beef. So now we're just going to lock it down. We're going to start the pressure cooker up. Put the lid on, put it in lock position, and if you don't know how to do that, you can go back and check out my other videos. Alright, so this one's pretty simple. I am going to hit the meat chicken button, increment it to high, and bring it down to 20 minutes. Oops, let me do it again. Increment to high, 20 minutes. So we're going to cook the meat here and all the vegetables, with the exception of the mixed vegetables, for 20 minutes in the pressure cooker. And by the magic of YouTube, I'll be back in 1.5 seconds. Now it's going to take 20 minutes, and then we'll get started with the rest of it. The 20 minutes is up, and I kind of forgot an element that I want to apologize for. I forgot my garlic. So I'm going to put in 1 large tablespoon of minced garlic. And I forgot to tell you about that. But it's okay, as long as it gets in there to infuse in the pressure cooker. Alright, so next we're going to add our mixed vegetables. And this was a 24-ounce bag. I put the whole bag in there. I'm going to mix that around in there. I'm going to add about another cup and a half of V8 juice. There we go. And I might add just a tad bit more, but now I'm going to put my cabbage in there. Like I said earlier, probably won't use all this cabbage. That's about it right there. It's probably about a little bit more than half of what I put in, of what I cut up. The rest of it I'll saute down to some cabbage and onions or something. So we got the cabbage in, and we got our mixed vegetables. The garlic is in there now finally. And we're going to put the top back on here. And we're going to put it on for about 5 minutes. Doesn't take long for that stuff to get nice and cooked in there. So we're going to lock it down, and we're going to put it on this time for 5 minutes. And my pressure cooker has a default setting of 15, so I'll be back in 5 minutes for it. Alright, it's been a couple minutes. Oh Lord, look at this. Look at this soup. Oh man. Ho ho! Boy, I'm ready for that cold day. One thing I want to let you guys know, make sure you take your bay leaves out. They're not fun to eat. Alright, so let me plate this up for you. I'm gonna put it in a bowl, and we're done with this thing. There you go. Good old homemade vegetable beef stew. My mom's recipe. Oh man. I'm ready for that nice cool fall night. But hey guys, you know what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that bite. My mom's recipe doesn't get better than this. And you know what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that bite. Ooh, let me get a little bit of everything in here. Little cabbage, little mixed vegetables, little beef. Oh man, that meat is super tender. Oh my God! Cabbage melts in your mouth. Oh, I can't wait to sit down with some crackers on this one. Hey guys, you gotta try it at home. You gotta try it. If you like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Make sure you share the video. And hey, this is Big Tone signing off. Peace.